Welcome back to the channel, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to make a soccer ball in Blender. And you can see here it is. I'm going to be showing you step by step how to do this, and this is kind of because yesterday I did a tutorial on how to make a tennis ball and I didn't think that video would do very good, but it's got 2,000 views already in 23 hours, so a lot of you liked it and they had a lot of good feedback. So I decided to make some more balls in Blender, hoping you guys will enjoy this little kind of like ball thing. We'll keep doing different balls until you guys kind of get tired of it, but this is it, and I'm going to go through it step by step. It's very beginner friendly, so let's make this soccer ball. So let's jump into a new scene over here in Blender. We're going to select all of the default objects. I'm going to press delete, and then we're going to go Shift A, and under our mesh options we're going to go down and we're going to add in an icosphere. And there are some icosphere settings here, but we're going to just make sure it's set at 2 subdivisions. By default it should be, so you can see this is what we have. Just leave it at the default then. And what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to go over to your modifiers. You're going to go to add modifier, and you're going to go and give this a subdivision surface modifier, at which point you're going to come down to the drop down here and click on apply to apply that modifier. You're then going to go over into your edit mode, and what you're going to do is you're going to go over to your edge select option, and what we're going to do, we're going to find one of these smaller hexagons over here that you see. So here is a smaller one, and you can see here are some bigger ones. I get one of the smaller ones, and you're going to hold and shift with your edge select mode enabled, and you're going to just go around selecting a complete one of these ones, these smaller ones. And what you're going to do after you've done that is you're going to go to select, you're going to go to select similar, and you're going to go to face angle. And now it's only going to select all of these angled faces that make up one of these hexagons, so even the big ones and the little ones. You're then going to go Control B or Command B to create a bevel. And you're going to go about this much, and what you're going to do, you're going to roll your middle mouse button as well, just once, to add in a little segment in the middle, and then you're just going to left click. So now this is what we have. Then you're going to go Control minus or Command minus, depending on what sort of computer you're using, and that's going to shrink the selection down to just the inside over here. Then you're going to go Alt S, and you're just going to scale it in along the normals, like so. What you're going to do then is you're going to take one of these rectangles here, you're going to hold and shift, and you're just going to go around and just select all of the edges on the outside on one of these, like so, just to select the whole hexagon again. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to select, and then you go similar, and you're going to go face angle again, and this just is going to select the outside bit here. Then you're going to go Control B or Command B, and you're going to make a bevel on the outside like so. And then you're just going to left click, and now we have added that in. So now we have our soccer ball, but how do we actually add the color? So let's go over to our materials. Let's go plus and go new, and this is going to be the white. So we're just going to call it white. And by default, all of this is going to have that white material. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you have your face select enabled, and then holding in shift, you're just going to select these 5 faces that make up one of the smaller hexagons, like so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to select, you're going to go to select similar, and then once you clicked on select similar, you're going to go down to area, and then you're going to come here to select similar, the option down here, and you're just going to bring this threshold down till only the small hexagons are selected like this. Once you have that done, you can go Control plus or Command plus just to grow the selection till you have it selected all the way in, like so, just a few times. And then you're going to go here to the plus under your material, you're going to go new and go assign, and then call it black. So we've now assigned that black to these. Let's tab out. Let's go over to our viewport display for the black material. And under the viewport display, let's make that dark so we can see it's been applied. And here we have it. We're now going to right click and go shade smooth. To make this look a little bit smoother, instead of going and giving this a subdivision surface modifier, we're actually going to tab into edit mode, and with everything active, we're going to right click and go subdivide. Then we're going to tab back out, and under our modifiers, we're going to give it the cast modifier. And now it's rounded it out a little bit. We're going to come to the drop down and apply that. Now our ball is looking a lot nicer. Let's tab back out, and let's just go G, Z, and bring it up so it's sitting on our floor. We're going to go Shift A, we're going to add in a plane. Then we're going to go S to scale it up. Then you're going to go Shift A, you're going to add in a camera. Position your camera above the ball, wherever you choose to place it. And then once you have a field of view that you like, or a positioning of the camera, you're going to go over to your render settings. You're going to change it to cycles. You're going to change your device to GPU only if you have one. Don't worry if you don't. And under your render samples, you're going to make the max samples 50, like so. You're then going to go Shift A, you're going to go to your light options, add in an area light, G, Z, and move it up. Let's give this a strength of 200 and increase the size by scaling. We're then going to go Z and we're going to go rendered. And you can go Control B and just drag over your camera to limit rendering to your camera. And then now we have some lighting. So let's now save. So I'm just going to save it to my desktop. Go over to your shading workspace. And over here, make sure you're in rendered mode and then select your ball. And then we're just going to come over here to the black material. We're going to come to the base color and make it black. We're then going to go Shift A, search and get a noise texture. And we're going to zoom in here and go Shift A, search and get a color ramp node. Let's take the factor and plug it into the factor of the color ramp and plug the color output into the roughness of the principled. And let's drag these two values closer together. And then we're going to come here to the detail and make it 12. And we're going to come to the roughness and make it 12 as well. Now you can play around with these value sliders by bringing them up a little bit. And now you can see we have some nice roughness on our ball, which is what we're looking for. Let's also just go and move this over, Shift A, search and get a bump node. And let's plug the color into the height and then plug this normal into the normal of the principled. And let's bring the strength down to 0.05. Now we have a little bit of bump. All you have to do now is select all of these nodes, Control C or Command C, or you can just right click and go copy. Then go over to your white material, select these nodes and press delete. Then right click and go paste. And then you have to come here to the base color and let's make it kind of like an off-white, almost creamish color, like so. And there we have it. Now we have a soccer ball. Let's make sure once again to save. Let's go render and then render image to see what this looks like. And there we have it. You now have a realistic looking soccer ball made in Blender with simple modeling techniques. And I'll see you guys next time for another Blender tutorial.